Hey everybody, how you doing? We're back for the final hour of trading here, Monday, October 24, 2022. We're watching how these markets are behaving. We're up 503
The Walmart
points.
Canada Fleet Team is hiring
503 points on the Dow Jones. Just this morning, as I was going off the air, it looked like we were going to be lower on the day. But that didn't turn out to be the case. We did dip to 31,161. We had been at 31,504. We got down to 31,161, 340 points lower. That was around what was that? 10:23. I go on the air at 8:30, so that was just before I went off the air. And so we got from 160, whatever that is, 161 now to 31,582. So 420 point gain since I went off the air. So you see how good I am when I'm not even here. I help the markets go up. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. No problem at all. What can I say? This has been a wild one. This is the last week for the Dow. This is last week here. And then we started running up on Thursday and Friday and today. This is the last month. Definitely a move up. No doubt about that. And this is 3 months now. You can see how far we've come down where we're not even, we're barely halfway back. We've got a long way to go. And this is the last year. It's just been a downer. Now, since last November to here, we topped out right up here. That was right in the new year. Just that was it. And then it's been downhill ever since. This trend, I say, is going to continue. That's the bad news. As good as it is, 31,500. Hey, great. The problem with 31,500 for the Dow Jones is we were as high as 37,000. And we are a country mile away from those numbers, and the PE multiple would have to surge dramatically for the market to be up there, or corporate earnings would have to surge dramatically, like double, to get the market that high with the PE multiple we got, and that is not happening. We're in a slowdown economically. More and more evidence is coming out of that. Housing market. I'm just hearing some more stats about it. The national average value of a home has not yet begun to drop yet. It is regional. Certain states are worse off than others. But right after the new year, it is expected that national housing average prices will begin to deteriorate. And for 2023, double-digit decline is expected for the average price of a house in the United States. So is it going to be 12%, 18%, 15, 20? We'll find out. We do know that the cost of carrying the house, the mortgage, is going to be dramatically higher. So this area of the U.S. economy, while lower prices would be good in a way for the inflation rate, because it would show a lower cost of housing as far as the price of a house goes, that's negated by the higher cost to carry the house and the more stringent requirements required to qualify for a mortgage. So that knocks out the gain. The price drop will be knocked out by the restrictive money side of the equation. So not good. But anyway, that's where we're at. 53-point gain on the S&P, Nasdaq up 107 points. So we've got the Dow up 1.5%. We've got S&P up 1.4, Nasdaq up 0.99. And all day long, the Nasdaq has been underperforming the Dow. Normally, it's the other way around. Usually, the Nasdaq 100, made up of the FANG stocks, the big tech stocks, they're usually the ones who are leading the markets higher, and the Dow is lagging because the Dow is full of dividend-paying type stocks versus high growth beta, high-tech type stocks, social media stocks. Now, why would the Dow be higher more than the Nasdaq today. What's this about? And it comes back to this wishful thinking and rumors that are being stoked by people who have no basis to think this way, that the Federal Reserve, after raising rates next week, next Tuesday, by 3/4 of 1 point, the thinking now is, well, they've done most of their work now, and it'll be the odd 1/4 of 1 point increase from here. They're going to moderate the increase in interest rates. And that is enough to create this little rally in the market. Just the fact that, well, rates might go up another 0.5 point, but it could take 6 months instead of in 1 month. That's the hope. There's no evidence of this anywhere. There is no validity to this. There's no confirmation from any Federal Reserve. This is pure pie in the sky. We hope for the best thinking. So this old timer, the guy who's homeless and has no hair, is just going, I don't buy this. This is such a flimsy hope and a wish and a dream. I'm sorry, kids. It's just not going to work out. We have too many other forces going on right now that are going to make the economy perform more badly. It's going to make it stumble. And it's not just a U.S. problem. This is a global problem. And that's the thing that also these analysts don't want to acknowledge. Maybe they're trying to talk about the U.S. economy only, U.S. interest rate. The problem is that this is a global issue. Inflation is a global issue. It's way out of control in the U.K. We're about to now see the new prime minister bring in a series of spending cuts, serious social pain in the UK that is going to create a mega recession over there. And that is going to, the sixth world largest economy, that's going to make a real problem here. That's going to really affect the US and Canada, the rest of Europe. It's not good. The drop in economic activity in UK, with the higher inflation expected, upwards of 15% or more, this is going to spread, and it's going to affect us over here. They may have the flu. We're going to get a cold. We're going to start sniffling, and we're going to start feeling it. And inflation is not going away just because we want it to. It's not. No, sorry, not going to happen. Okay, we'll see how everything works out. Oil is down 44 cents today. The reaction of the oil market is exactly what I'm expecting to get. I'm seeing oil traders going, we're not going to go to $120 a barrel. We're not going to 130. Oil is going to remain under pressure because we don't need as much, or the globe, not Texas or Tennessee or Florida. Everybody combined, we're not going to need as much oil. And so there's going to be certain parts of the world sloshing in it, and it's not going to be good. I struggled with to write another 2 SoFi $5 calls, but I think I'll do it the relaxed way. And good evening, everybody. 46 this time. Hang in there, buddy. JR, gas, US below $5 now, just paid $4.87 at Costco. Rock and roll. Gas dropped a little here in the last couple of weeks. We popped up a bit, and now it's backing off a bit. Yeah, well, just, go and get just a half a tank every time you get gas, and you'll see the price drop $1 a gallon every 2 weeks. Just so simple. But Americans don't think that way. We just fill her up and go. I get it. It's the way it is. All right. There's the story. $24.90 on GameStop. The shares broke through 25 about an hour ago. Got up to like 25.06, but couldn't hold it. Now 24.90, 24.80 range. The Dow up 487. Amazon up 75 cents. Netflix still down 404 at 285. The low today was 280. The high today 290. We've been in the $10 range on Netflix all day long. And here we are now at 285, right down the middle. We've got Tesla at 210 a share, $210. The low today was 198.59. around 10:15 this morning, and it's been a climb up ever since. The deal for Tesla, Twitter actually has to close by Friday. That's the judge's ruling, and I'm assuming that a sale of Tesla stock is being negotiated with Musk and his backers, followers, Wall Street, whatever's, I don't know. And right now the stock's at 210, trying to get to 211. That's what it's trying to do. There was a good opportunity this morning to buy back calls. We might get yet another one as the week wears on here. The Apple shares are up 262 to 149.90, trying to get back to 150 now. The high today has been 150.15, just over. But we're trading at almost 25 times earnings, and the earnings come out on Thursday for Apple. And the question is really, will Apple's earnings be better than a year ago? No, I don't think so. Will they be the same as a year ago? I don't think so. A year ago's Apple's earnings were phenomenal. They were like 40% higher than the year before. There's no way we're going to match that. There's no way that's going to happen. So we're going to get lower earnings versus a year ago. The question is, how much worse? Is it temporary? Is it deeper than just a little back off? What's the deal? I don't know. Who cares? Thumbs up 52. Thank you. We're going to find out on Wednesday. It's possible that by Wednesday evening, after the numbers come out, that we're not trading at 25 times earnings. It's possible if the shares are at 150 a share where they are right now, and the earnings back off a little bit, it's possible we're trading at 28 to 30 times earnings. And it's also possible that the next quarter, the fourth quarter, will not meet last year's fourth quarter, which I'm certain it won't. And we could be quoting 33 to 35 times earnings for the fourth quarter unless the stock backs off. Then the question is, will it? And if it does, how low will the stock go? How low will the PE multiple need to get to make everybody comfortable? Is 25 PE multiple the number that kind of keeps everybody calm? Does that mean the stock goes to 125, 130, 118? Like, I don't know these answers yet. Those are the questions that are going to be asked by analysts, forecasters, and other professional guessers, and we'll let you know what they say. I just don't see the reason why Apple should be 150 right now. As great as everything seems to be talked about, we all know of the issues that Apple's been facing: supply chain problems, Shanghai shutdown, i14's not selling as popularly or as heavy as thought, production slowdowns, on and on it goes. Higher interest rates means higher borrowing costs to get an iPhone, not only for consumers, but for those who try to lend to consumers. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Boo, I need the Rugman to go visit the Exxon. There you go. What else is going on here? Rugman's been awful shy lately, says JR. I picked up 2 deep in the money calls on GameStop. I bought $10 calls January 2025. Got them for $16.20 each. Immediately wrote 2 January 2023, 26.25s for $4.45 each. Up to 4 contracts rolling now. Way to go, Dave Scott. Nice job. So you got the $10 contracts at $16.20, and stock's about a $25 stock. So right in, that's in the wheelhouse. Definitely in the wheelhouse. Perfect 90-10 rule acquisition. Now you bring in $4.45 against the $1,600 purchase. Fantastic. I mean, that's just 26.25 out of the money calls. Love this. This is well done. This is really well done. Finally got my broker to let me do poor man covered call right on. And now you're showing your broker, hey pal, I'm spending $1,600, $1,625 or $20 to buy these calls. I'm now writing $4.45 contracts against them, $445 each. Your exposure is less than $1,200 on these calls, and they're at tens. They're tens. I mean, come on. Yeah, I like it. Way to go. Boo. Nice, David. Well done. Bobby, where's tinfoil hat? Elon going to do something and delay Twitter deal or slide out of it. That dude shouldn't be believed or trusted. Hawkeye is here with number 60 for the thumbs up. John Malone is saying, I'm number 59 on the thumbs up meter, and we're pushing on 519 resistance on SoFi. Right now, 518 up 3. Adam, Uncle Bruce, do you think SoFi still has the environment to be able to grow and eventually potentially thrive in an economic? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. These guys are in the perfect spot. They're in a sweet spot, finance. They have no branch offices. They work everything online. Their overheads on a per customer basis is much lower than any other bank out there. Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Chase, all these guys have branches, parking lots, city taxes, building maintenance. They have vaults with insurance, alarm systems. I mean, the cost of these bank branches to exist is incredibly high. It takes off, it's a lot of money off the top. SoFi is just growing their deposit base and does everything online. All their marketing online, all their business online. Customers don't drive to a branch. It's great. It's really great. Miraculous, number 63, thumbs ups. Good afternoon. Brian, I'm number 64. Good afternoon. Kevin, Karen, I'm number 66. Good afternoon. Thank you, everybody, for coming in here. What do you think? Rug pull tomorrow morning? When do you think this market's going to take a tumble? Well, we're getting closer. I'll tell you that. I am just sitting here going, yeah. I'm just sitting here looking at this economy, and the news coming out from everywhere. I mean, not good numbers from France, not good numbers from Germany, not good numbers from the UK, not good numbers from anywhere in Europe. USA numbers aren't good. Asia numbers aren't good. Look what happened overseas in China. The money is walking out of China, running out. Constantine, I'm number 68. Yeah, but there's a rug pull coming of gargantuan proportions. It just, whenever it happens, it's going to happen. It's going to be ruthless, and it's going to be severe. What can I say about that? I want you guys sitting on a pile of cash and looking for bargains, and they're coming your way. There will be bargains coming your way. Anyway, I don't want to be the Mr. Gloom, but I can't ignore reality. If any of you out there know someone who is a middle income class demographic or lower individual, which some of you might be right here with me now, the difficulty that is being experienced by people. I mean, you go into a Kmart store, go into a Walmart, not Kmart, go into Walmart, go into Costco, go into Safeway, go into major grocery stores, and the prices are just, they're running up, and not good. No. I mean, everything's just surging, but that's inflation. We know this is going to continue. Okay, Nick, Netflix is killing me. I hope it drops soon. Deep value. Not sure what those are. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Okay. I don't know what those are, though. When the bargains are coming, Constantine, should we get stock or should we write poor man cover calls? What are your thoughts? This depends on your strategy. If you are trying to get out from underneath your day job, and or you are looking to raise income into your household, poor man cover calls. That's the way to go, because you can write more calls with, you have so much money available, right? You can buy poor man cover calls at a lower cost and write calls against those calls. Obviously, if you are going to buy stock, like our friend here who just did this move on GameStop, you can buy GameStop at $25 a share and write a call. That's $2,500. Or you can buy a poor man cover call for $16 and write a call. Hey, $16, $1,600 versus $2,500. There's $900 less that you need to write a call. And if you're bringing in that example $4.45, you're bringing in 25% against the value of the covered call. That is an incredible percentage of money to be brought in between now and Jan. And there's no one saying he has to wait till January to buy them back. It could be that next week these shares are $21.50 for half a day, and those calls are bought back for $2, and there's $245 net profit on a $1,600 and something investment. Nice start to the option writing program, and of course you write again and we continue on with premiums out of the money contracts. Keep it going. If you're trying to, you're a little more conservative and you're happy to buy GameStop shares, or you just want to buy CPQ or HPQ, or you want to buy Apple shares and you want to just write on stock, more power to you. Nothing wrong with that either. It's just a question of what is your objective. If you really want to quit your day job and you need to bring in $2,000 a month more writing options on top of what you're already doing, poor man covered calls might be the avenue to get there faster for now. And as you build that cash flow up, you then begin to shift from, you bought poor man covered calls to get you out of the office. And now whatever revenue is coming in over and above you, what you need to live on is buying stock bit by bit by bit. And you slowly substitute poor man covered calls for shares if that's what you want to do. And you are writing on stock. Of course, there's nothing wrong with getting enough money in the door to quit your day job and continuing to buy poor man covered calls to bring in more income, way more than you need to live on purpose. Just keeping this game going, get double. You're bringing in double the amount of money you need to live on. So only half goes for expenses, the other half back into the market. More covered calls, more deep in the money calls to keep writing covered call. By the time you triple it, you might decide, okay, now I'm going to begin the slow process of shifting out of deep in the money calls and shifting into stock, or I'm diversifying into other poor man covered calls. I'm going to have 5 different stocks that I'm going to write calls on, and I want to have poor man covered calls on all 5. Over the next year, I'm going to be doing 50 contracts every month is what I'm going to do now, 10 per stock to have diversification, and what have you. You cross that bridge when you get to it, but the answer, Constantine, the answer. Splair. So maybe I should either write them and at least the 2 in the money calls on SoFi, and tomorrow I buy them back, hopefully again at 17 like earlier today. You're speculating, my friend. You're gambling there. I can't help you there, Mirko. Brains, that's what those are. Brains. Oh, thank you. They're so tiny. They're tiny little pink things. Even my glasses, I can't pick them off. Beach Boys. So I got my flu shot today, and in a few days, I'll be getting the Omicron vaccine. And if by any chance someone notices a Beach Boy with a tail, you heard it first on Uncle Bruce's channel. Mirko. Shouldn't there be at least 14 days between flu and COVID shots? This player settled and done. When it drops to 505 or less until closing, I will buy them back as well. But for now, I tried 2 races in Hot Wheels. Sony's giving it for free to PS Plus members in Germany. Okay, get it. Jared, how much to start with? Beach Boy, Mirko. I only react to bananas. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Got it. Bobby, I believe and trust you about the poor man covered calls over time. Next year, it's going to be exciting. Fingers crossed. Bobby, rolled my November 27 HPQ to December 16. 27 HPQ club today, 122 up to 199. Now we're talking. Here we go. More money in the account. Well done. Well done. That's the point. That's exactly it every time. The point is to grow that cash balance. Absolutely grow that cash balance right here, right now. You want to be cash rich. Absolutely. All right. I love this. Well done, everybody. Well done. When that correction comes, you are going to be the cash rich guys, and everyone else is going to be the sellers. You're going to be the only buyers, and you got money to buy. I love that position to be in. I sure do. Thank you, everybody. We're just going member only right now on commentary. Please become a member of this channel today. Join this gang of great people. Flu and COVID shots can be given at the same time, says Karen D. Michael, you can get both shots at the same time. Actually, Michael, probably want to switch the arms up, though. There you go. Yep. Got ours. Jen and I got ours done. Just had our shot last week, and all is well, and we move on. Absolutely. Fantastic. Thank you one and all for being here and hanging out with us today, watching this market. Still up 482 on the Dow Jones right now, and trying to. We got 82 thumbs ups. Thank you for that, by the way, too. I appreciate that. 82 already. Appreciate it. And the GameStop is off 38 cents to 24.92. We seem to be just sitting here. See if I can refresh this. Yeah, for 24.92. And Apple at 150.01. We got Tesla at 212 down 239. Netflix down 433 to 285. And we have Amazon up 87 cents at the moment. SoFi 518 up 3 cents. That's what I got there. 518 up 3. HPQ 2720 up 40 cents. Nice to see it doing its thing. Moving quickly? No. Gently moving along? Yeah. Occasional rollovers for you, perhaps. The best rollover, at least I find, is when you have your stock slowly moving up in value and you've written calls a few weeks out, 3, 4, 5, and you notice that the stock is going up, but your calls don't seem to be going up in value. Well, one is negating the other. The passage of time is negating the upward movement of the stock. So your stock is going up, your deep in the money calls are going up because they're more in the money. But the calls you wrote, which was all premium, are not going up the same pace, same amount. And what's happening is as the days go by and the week goes by, the stock lifts a little, backs off a little, lifts a little bit. You notice your calls just flat or even lower a week later, and yet your stock's up 30, 40 cents. And then the next week, the shares kind of meander up a little more. You're in a position to go, well, it's been 3 weeks since I wrote these. 3 weeks of depreciation has come and gone. These Novembers are running out of time. This is pretty good. Maybe what I'll do is look at writing December's, and I'll move up 50 cents or $1 in premium and go a month further up, and I'll bring in just as much cash or 50 cents a contract more, and say thank you very much for the extra cash and the higher strike price. Oh, and I'm up on my stock from last month, or I'm up on my poor man covered calls from last month. So you do your calculations on your account and go, oh yeah, my account was worth so much money last month. This month, it's so many thousands of dollars more in value from a combination of increased capital appreciation and strike price movements and cash into the account from writing calls, buying back, writing more. It's a nice way to go. I'm really comfortable. When you get into this over time, and a number of you are now very comfortable in this, you realize, oh yeah, this is not a panic-filled business at all. This is actually one of those, you just kind of take your time and you roll over when the rolling over is good. And it's like turning over a pillow and you're lying on the cool side of a pillow now. It's lovely. It's very good. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you here. Let's see what else is going on here. People just talking about different things here. It's a Beach Boy. It's not a Tuma. It's not a Tuma. Hasta la vista, baby. Welcome one, welcome all. SoFi 519 up 4. HPQ up 39. Rocket Lab down 1.5. Moderna up 524 to 133. ME down 5 cents. Matterport is up down 16 cents. ATIP is down 3.7 cents. Smart Rent is up a half a penny. Spire up 5 cents. No, it's down 5 cents. It's red. I got red, green, red, green. We're red on Sextera, down 4. AMC and Ape combined are off 25.5 cents now. And Bed Bath Beyond down 34 to 432. Remember when that was a $30 stock 2.5 months ago, 3 months ago? It's a $4.32 stock. The management of Bed Bath & Beyond felt that they could do better than our guy from Chewy and from GameStop, Mr. Cohen, and they decided to not go his direction. He left. They got full control of the company, and they got it at 432. Yeah, isn't that sad? And an executive took his own life, and it's just a sad story. It's just a sad, pathetic tale, and the shareholders are getting crushed. Just just getting crushed. And this is not going to be a good Christmas holiday season for Bed Bath & Beyond. Not at all. Man, oh man, what are you going to do? We got 30 minutes left in the day. Pfizer's up 80 cents to 45.75. Boeing is up $1.01. Cisco up 83. Home Depot up 841 a share. They're having a good day over there. Carvana down 70 cents. Robinhood is up 4 cents. Vanik is up 94. IBM up $3 to 132.95. Doing great. Microsoft 247. Okay, up $5. Goldman up 472. And Google up 161. So, we got gains. Meta's up 94 cents. BlackBerry up 2. Royal Caribbean up 74. Target up $3. JP Morgan up 70 cents. Costco, $19. Big day today on Costco. 19 big ones. This happens from time to time. We get these $15, $20 one-day moves from time to time on Costco, up or down. But we're trading at 37.8 times earnings. I'm sorry. This is unsustainable. There is no dang way that they're going to double their earnings this Christmas. They're going to make twice as much money that they've ever made before. It's not happening. It is just not there. And there must be some shorters getting caught, maybe. I don't know. I'm guessing it could be rampant speculators, but man, this is unsustainable. $4.97 a share. It's great. I'm hoping that many of your pension funds out there, many of you who worked all those years and you have pension fund monies all over the place, and some of you have Costco in those funds. I'm hoping for you, but I'm not optimistic this is going to last. It's just too high a PE multiple. 139.97 on Walmart. We're up $3 to 28 times earnings. We should be at 17 times earnings. Costco is double the price it should be. This one is a third too high. Sorry, not sustainable. Nvidia up $2. Disney's up a penny. American Airlines 1408 up 38 cents. So there you go. All right. Well, let's see. Keeping an eye on this market. We're up 475 on the Dow with 27 minutes left in the day. We got S&P up 52, Nasdaq up 112.9, and that's 1.04% for the Nasdaq, with a 1.5% gain on the Dow. Dow's up 50% more than the Nasdaq today. Okay. Here we go. Michael, CNBC headline: 63% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, including nearly half of six-figure earners. And I can understand it in places like San Francisco, New York, Boston, Los Angeles. You're earning six figures in California, 110 grand a year, 120, you make 10 grand a month, right? And let's say husband and wife combined make 10 grand a month. After tax, what do you got left? $7,000. Now you got to pay your mortgage and your property taxes and your insurance on your house and electricity. California, that's $4,000 a month. Cheap, like that's nothing. $4,000 a month is nothing. You're down to $3 grand. That's $100 a day to live on. That's all the food. If you got kids, gas for the car, yeah, clothing, and you're just getting by. You're not rich. I mean, it sounds good. On the old adage, we those of us who've been around a while, we remember in the 80s when we heard, you hear, so-and-so made $120,000 last year. You go, oh, wow, they're rich. Because every 8 years, that's $1 million, right? But in today's world, 120 grand before tax in New York, can you imagine? You're talking two-bedroom apartment in New York is $4,000 a month, just rent. That's after tax money, man. And in New York, you're not going to get away with earning 10 grand and netting out 7. You'll be lucky if you net out 6. Take away rent, you got 2,000 left over. You got to get to and from the office every day. You got to eat at the office. You got to what? You're not getting it. You're broke. All that is spent. That money is spent so quickly in New York. It just gets eaten up. good luck getting a holiday in. Good luck buying Christmas presents and birthday presents for anybody you know. I mean, you're not making enough dough. And of course, you've been around with me long enough. You know, the average New York Wall Streeter doesn't make $120,000 a year. No. They're 200,000, 400,000, 600,000. Otherwise, they get fired. You don't stay with the firm if you're in the investment business and expect to keep your job making 120,000 a year. No, you can't pay your cubicle rent. The cost of your cubicle is more than that. Firm is losing money keeping you around. That's not going to happen. Very interesting. Deuce is finally green on Rocket Lab calls, but learned a lesson. Need to cash to buy them back. Lesson learned. DQ, I am thumbs up number 92, Bruce. Your thumbs up count is coming up to the 100 mark. We have 24 minutes left today. There are 93 here now. Thanks to you guys for helping me out today. Appreciate these thumbs ups. Keep them coming if you could. I love that. Interesting stuff. All righty. What else is happening here? We're only up 114 on the Nasdaq, 1.05%. Oil's still down a quarter today, and well, there you go. Amazon is up just 90 cents. This is not a ringing endorsement of greatness. The earnings come out tomorrow, I believe, isn't it? Let me double check on timing. Thursday for Amazon, and Tesla. We just had earnings, and Apple Thursday. We're at 149.88, just under 150. GameStop 24.80, down 50 cents today on your GameStops. Okay, let's see. I hope that. I don't know for sure how you're doing. I'm curious. What kind of you want to share this news with us? I'd love to hear it. How are you guys doing on your December calls, your November calls that you've written? Are you noticing nice gains on or premiums as the GameStop sits here at 24.80? Have your calls depreciated in value already? I would think they would be. I'm thinking December 16s, right? Because I'm looking at 25s at 415 bid. I'm looking at 2650s at 360 bid. I'm pretty sure some of you in the 26-25 range were selling calls in the high fours. Curious about that. 2750s are 320 bid. 2875s are 283, and the $30 are 257 bid. So they've all backed off today. 25, 30, 50, 60 cents, depending on how long ago they last traded. So there's definite movement your direction on those calls. And on November, I know that a number of you have written November, I believe it's 18s, November 18s. The 26-25s are 227 bid. The 25s are 272 bid. The 2750s are 195. But I suspect you guys are ahead on all of this stuff. Hector, I am the number 99. I am your Wayne Gretzky, Uncle Bruce. I am your Wayne Gretzky. Thank you. You can sell stock, roll, then use premium to buy back, says Boot. David sold my 26-25s at $4.95 a week or so ago. Yeah, they're below that. Spicy. I'm up 229 right now. Zach, my GameStop number 18 sold for $271. Currently $195. I'm up 80 cents so far. Easy money. Easy money. Beautiful job, everybody. You just fold your arms and let this continue. Adam, GameStop sold 437 down to 375. December 22 sold. January 23 is 493. They're down to 457. So down they go. DQ, I'm underwater on Cisco. December's and Moderna. January's up 20% on GameStop 30. So there's ups, there's down. Right on DQ. Michael, Deuce Caboose, not sure, not dangerous if you use it only for rolling, as far as using margin to take care of rolling on your contract. Well done, everybody. 47-cent loss on GameStop. It's not like the stock is falling out of bed, but, it's not going higher. It had been lower today, I'll grant you that, but it is just kind of hanging around. We got Tesla at 211.64. We have Netflix now at 284, down 557. We're down 280, down to the 284 mark right now. Amazon is up 87 cents to 120.19. There you have it. 446 gain on the Dow Jones with 20 minutes to go. We've got, it looks like we've topped and are dropping just a little on the Dow. 445 now, and we're up 49 on S&P. I think we're giving up some ground there, and yeah, we seem to be just giving a little back, just a little back on S&P, and Nasdaq is definitely giving back. We're only up 0.97. We're not even up a percentage point. Merkel sold 30 GameStop November and December, different calls. I'm up between 12 and 34% on all of them right now. If you want to know how these people make money, how this works, how calm they are, you want to become part of this family to make these kinds of returns. I mean, these are folks who've written calls a week ago, a week and a half ago. They're up 12 to 34%, up 20% in less than a week and a half. You want to join this group of investors making this kind of return? Head over to my website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. The link is down below. Check out the classes. I list them just down below. You can see class 1, 2, 3, 4. Learn how to write call options. Become a smarty like these guys right here. Join this gang. Learn how to make money in this option market. There are trillions of dollars expiring every Friday on the options market. My group of viewers, small diehard group, are bringing in thousands every week. I was trying to figure out how much money this channel generates in revenue every week when Fridays come and go with the shrinkage of contract values. And it's got to be over several $100,000 a week already as a collective group. I'm thinking it's incredible. It's just stunning. And we've only been talking about this for a little over a year and a half. Check out my classes. Take them now. There's 13 of them. They're $100 a class, but they're not going to be $100 a class much longer. They're going to go up in price. Haven't quite decided what the new price on them will be, but they're going up in price, certainly by the new year. Grab them now. Check them out. Ask me questions about them. Ask these guys questions about these classes. If you have any questions about how this works, they're here. Join the party, pal. Adam, isn't it still just as good to go with 2-week Grover calls around 2 months? It varies. I just want you guys with a bunch of money in your hand, because on a serious pullback, which we haven't had yet, watch out. Now we're going to really have fun. Ken, I'm up 435 on the December 5 16s, and I'm up 422 on the 5th of November 18th. I'm just waiting. It's nice. DQ, lots of cash coming into the market the past few days. Nick, I'm down $1 on my HPQ 25s for June, but I'm up $150 on the January 24 18s. I wrote against them, so there you go. I'm up actually more than I'm down on the other, because that's how this game works. That's true. So you're winning. Deuce, Michael, it's not dangerous until Austin pulls an Austin and does something stupid. Then it's dumb. Deuce, I can't get past 518 on SoFi. It just won't go beyond there. It's right there right now. Right there. Boo, I'm up between 5 and 68% on everything. There you go. Can you say that about all your investments out there? If you're not, those of you who don't write options and you watch this channel wondering how do these people make money, can you claim to be doing how well Boo is doing? This is great. Coyote, December 16th gang, that's what I am. Splitter, my GameStop December 16th, still near $100 gain at 200. I buy them probably back hopefully this week or next. See, Splitter's loving life. Should be. Way to go, Splitter. Brand new option writer. Splitter, only a few months doing this. Constantine, just reviewed my Poor Man Cover Call class last night. Uncle Bruce makes so much sense for me now. Thank you. Way to go, Constantine. Way to go. Coyote, December 16, 27 halves. I'm up 25% on those. Thank you. Mirko, Adam, you could do both, but on 2 weeks, you probably sell call for 1 to 180 or so. And on a 1 to 2 month out, you probably sell $4 to $5. Yeah, so you can make pennies on the short ones, or you can make dollars on the longer ones. And if we get a big pullback on this market, which I am expecting any old time, there you go. That's the one day you're going to go, oh, am I glad I wrote those for $4.95 and they're now sitting at $2 I can make almost $3 on this contract. Holy moly macaroni, am I scoring a deal here? Oh, and look at the deals I can buy with all this cash I have. Yeah. WD. Yes, Bruce. I wrote 23.75 GameStop December 16th for 526 before your call to action, and I'm up on that right now, 9.75%, right on. H. Gregory, Uncle Bruce, since July, I have made over 6,400 just selling option premium conservatively, and I'm a wimp. I'm just using shares. I'm not doing any poor man covered calls. I'm up 6,400 since July. Have you seen the markets since July? Those of you who are curious about the markets, they're awful. They're terrible. Way to go, H. Gregory. Sell my house fast, Upper Marlboro. Still folding my nervous arms on my HPQ 27 strike expiring January 20 that I got 174 for. Giddy up. 27.16 on the stock. Whoop-dee-doo. Nice job. We're up 442 on the Dow. We're slipping a little more. Not a lot. Just, that. Nasdaq is still up 103. Make it 102 now. 0.94. A little give back is what's coming in. Nothing dramatic. Just 13 minutes to go, and we're not at the highs of the day. We're near the highs of the day, but we're not setting newer highs yet. We'll see if there's last few minutes shenanigans going to go in here. We'll see. Amazon is at 120 on the button, up 68 cents. Netflix down 590 now to 283.67. We're giving up ground again. Tesla holding 211.37, down 307 on the session. Apple at 149.58. We did touch 150. Got over it just a bit. We're at 149.58. GameStop 24.80 to 82. We're off 50 cents on GameStop right now. Is it a disastrous day? No, but the fact that the Dow is up 430 and we're down on GameStop, interesting, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's telling. Ken, I wrote my earlier comment really badly. I have 25s and 26 and a quarters. I have 5 for each date, November and December. So I got 5, and I got this, and Europe, and that's the bottom line. There it is. Adam, thanks for the breakdown, Mirko, a DQ, lazy rugman. 24.80, 24.77 on GameStop. We're now down 53 cents. Every penny or two, down go the corresponding contracts, just a little here. And of course, each day, another day gone, another day gone. Evaporation is taking effect. 432 is the gain on the Dow. We're slipping a little bit more. We're up 1.4% there. And we're only up 0.92 on the Nasdaq, up 99 at this second in time as it comes into the final 11 minutes of our session today. Good position to be in. Cash-rich position. You're ahead on your contracts. The stock is, it's down 2%. Let's be honest. It's down a couple percentage points. And if we're going to stay between 24 and 25 or 24 and 26 right now, if we're going to stay in this neighborhood all this week, you guys are just sitting there watching it evaporate. You're just watching that money, the value of those calls is slip away, and you're realizing more and more of the cash in your account is going to stay in your account because you're going to buy these back for a lower price. That's the way it's going. Karen, my brokerage is putting me into a margin because my underlying stock dropped so much on the calls I wrote. Maybe I should do more poor man covered calls instead. Well, now there's something to think about. If you own the poor man covered calls outright, which you would because you can't margin them, then you own them for cash. You're not borrowing against the stock, and yet you're writing calls against them. Now, theoretically, again, I don't know your position, but it's possible there's people out there who say they have 500 GameStop shares, but they only have enough money to buy 300 GameStop shares. They borrowed enough to get 200 more, and they've written 5 calls. The calls have gone against the margin balance, but now the stock is slumping a little bit, and so the marginability is a little tighter. In theory, You could buy your calls back. This is like a 5-minute switch. Okay, here's how this goes. You buy your calls back, and you immediately sell your 500 shares. You buy your 5 deep in the money calls, and you write your 5 calls again. See what I'm doing? So you buy them back, you sell, you buy back, you buy permanent cover call, you write calls. Now, theoretically, right now you have enough. Your money is equal to 300 shares, and 200 is borrowed. With this switcheroo, you have 5 in the money calls that you own outright, no margin against them, and now you've written 5 calls for a credit that's sitting in the account. Now, theoretically, maybe you can buy back sell your. Let me start again. You can buy back the calls, sell your stock, but you can only buy 3 covered calls because you don't have enough money to get 5. So you buy 3 covered calls. You write 3 contracts now into January, December, bring enough money in to buy another call, and now you've got the 4th call. You write another call. See what I'm saying? And you're building it that way. And it's theoretically possible that you have enough money to buy 3.5 calls, but you only buy 3. You write 3. Now you have enough money to buy the 4th call. You write that call, and now you have enough money left over to buy the 5th call, and you write the 5th call, and it's all bought and paid for. And there you go. Again, I hope I make sense on that. It's just juggling your monies around. But at the end of the day, you don't owe anything against it. And away you go. It's totally however you do it. I really wouldn't recommend anyone doing what Uncle Bruce is teaching about covered calls. It is such a pain in the butt deciding what to do with the gains afterwards and on and on. It's tiring, you know? I mean, all this money you make. JR, I'm exhausted thinking about all the money I'm making, what to do with all this cash I'm drinking, and I need to sit down now. Deuce, who doesn't love a good old switcheroo? Mirko, Uncle Bruce still had 5 HPQ 25s for this Friday. I just rolled them with the 29 cents profit into November 25 strike, November 25th, $26 strikes. And if it keeps climbing, I do that again in November when they expire. And there you go. You just stepping it up. Your account's getting bigger and bigger. Kent Beach Boy, it's a good feeling to have this extra cash. I have a teenage boy to feed. He eats a lot. Mirko, 145 in cash and 500 up in strike. There you go. Giddy up, buddy. Giddy up. There it is. We're down to, 7 minutes. We've got 7 minutes to go. The Dow's up 385. We're backing off again. JR, Kent. Yikes. Adam, how do you feel about using minimal margin on doing some trades? I'm talking 2% of the 15,000 portfolio, for example. Oh, it's a nothing burger. I mean, if it's less than 10%, it's a nothing burger to worry about. You're fine. Yeah. DQ, Kent, I have 2 of them. Beach Boy, Kent, what? You are not allowed to feed them, you know. Oh, man. 394 is the gain on the Dow now. 1.2% gain. Nasdaq is up 91, which is 0.84. We are slumping going into the close, just perceptively slumping. S&P's up 42. All right. DQ, miss Uncle Bruce doing the switcheroo gesture with his arms. I missed that. It's hard to do, you know. It's not that easy. 24.77 on GameStop, down 53 centinos, and another day has gone by on the expiry dates. There you go. 24.76, another penny down. DQ, Beach Boy, they aren't gremlins after midnight. DQ, Beach Boy, in the U.S., we were required to feed them. That's what we got to do, man. We got to feed these darn kids. Yeah, we can't have them go hungry. There you go. 24.75 on GameStop, everyone. Low today was 24.11. The high was 25.19. Not much of a range, but we seem to be in the lower half of the daily range right now. 24.74 on just approaching halfway on GameStop. Okay. All right. Let's see. Beach Boy, DQ, 2 of them, and you've got issues waking up. DQ, those are stupid U.S. laws. You got to feed these kids? Oh, man, what is that? Who makes those laws? Government in our lives. 375 gain on the Dow. A little pullback here. 372 now with 5 minutes to go. There it is. There it is. DQ. Beach Boy, when I'm late, it's usually because I'm talking to the police, not because I'm sleeping. Oh, you have those kinds of kids. Oh, those kinds of kids. I see. Yeah, I made a point of not being that kind of a kid when I was a kid. I made sure that my father did not have any kind of stress in his life from his son having police officers come to my dad's house to have a chat with my dad about his boy. I made sure that wasn't in my game plan at all. And I'm happy to say my daughter is same thing. No issues there either. So, whew. Beach Boy, just FedEx them over here. We'll make men out of those kids. Decoy, Beach Boy, I'm gladly send you the one. I'll send you one of them. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. I had a buddy of mine. I met this young man when I was 16. He was 17. And we became good pals. And he had the opposite relationship with police officers. They loved this guy. I don't know what it was. My pal just had a way of getting along with police officers. He's a young guy, just like me. We loved rock and roll music and wore tie-dye outfits in the 70s. We were typical 70s kids with bell-bottom jeans and platform boots and all that. And this guy, no matter where we were, it was absolutely unbelievable. I'd be with him, and he would seek these guys out. He'd look for them. I'm going, why do you want to do that? Oh, yeah, I love these guys. They're great. And then he'd start shooting the breeze with a police officer, and they just start yucking it up. And I'm just kind of going, how does he do that? Huh? I was very respectful, and I was just happy to be in my buddy's presence. Since I was a buddy of I was a buddy of I was okay in the police officer's eyes. But I saw this time and time again over years, just years. He never did become a police officer himself. I think he was just, he was just a good guy. He was a bit of a rock and roller, and he was the lead singer of a band. And like many other teenagers wanted to be successful, He never hit the big time, but he made a living going at it. But he would be protected from time to time by officers. Because the gals, they always loved the lead singer of a band, and sometimes he needed a little bit of help because some girls are a little more exuberant than others. These are problems I wish I had. I didn't have these problems. I didn't have women throwing themselves at me, or teenage women, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, there's just, what can I say? He got along with them great. What can I say? Guy, one kid I grew up with was breaking into stores by the time he was 10 years old. Something was wrong with him big time. I always felt bad for him in a way. JR, what's this? Us all grown up and out of the house. He does his own talking to the police. DQ, always make friends with the cops, janitors, the ushers, and the bartenders. Always the bartenders. Oh, and the bouncers. You got to get along with the bouncers. Oh, man. You get along with the bouncers, life is good. Much, much better. Yeah, Beach Boy, DQ, important for successful life. There you go. JR, don't forget the receptionists. We always swear the janitors and secretaries run the schools where I work. Secretaries know everything. You got to get along with the receptionists and the secretaries of top organizations, and you'll know everything. Oh, God, they know everything. Yes, they do. Well, 406, 430 point gain here. A little surge at the end. Larry, thank you for ringing the bells. Appreciate this. Thank you, Larry Titus. Amazon 119.82 here. Netflix 282, down $7. A little slump at the end of the day for Netflix. Tesla 211.25, down 319. Apple 149.44, up 217. GameStop 24.67, gave up some more ground. 24.67, just up, just down 63 odd cents. There you go. Well, we'll take that. Why not? SoFi up 2 cents to 517. Couldn't break 518. HBQ up 28 cents to 27.08. A little slip at the end there. Rocket Lab up 1 penny. Moderna up 470. ME down a nickel. Matterport down 14. ATIP down 3.5 cents. Smart Rent up a half a penny. Spire down 2.5. Sixtera down 8 cents. AMC and Ape combined lost 31 cents. Bed Bath Beyond down 41 cents today to 426. Pfizer up 59. Boeing up 74. Cisco gained 74. Home Depot 808 gain. Carvana down 85 today. Robinhood up 7. Vanik Semiconductors, SMH up 59 cents. IBM up 289. Microsoft up 513. Goldman up 380. Google up 149. Meta down 29 today. Zach, I had an order out there all day for some SoFi $5 strikes that expired Friday. I tried to get 29 for them, but nobody bit. Moved down and filled them at 25. My first in the money right. Wish me luck, Zach. You're in the business. You're in the game. You're in to win. Well, let's hope it works out. All right, pal. We'll keep an eye on that with you. DQ got a bounce, gang. See you tomorrow. Saying thanks, DQ. Senior Esteban, a number 109 on your thumbs up meter, buddy. Thank you, Kent. Larry, is it that time already? Are we done trading? Beach Boy, my son started in college and he bartends occasionally. I'll pass on the message. Splair, one of the two calls is bought back with a $1 gain. Splair, wishing you all an enjoyable end of the day and a good night. Thank you, buddy. Deuce cracks beer while 3-year-old yells to chaser. Okay. Larry, I'm used to arguing with the police. My father is now a retired officer. I don't have that fear of the police that others seem to have. Well, no kidding. Okay. Deuce, good luck, Zach. Mike, luckily 3-year-olds are slow. My 10-year-olds are way faster. You know what I also found when I was growing up? My father had a music store. And in the days that I helped in my dad's music store, it was from 1965 when I was 10 years old until 1976. 1977 when I was 21, 22. After that, I moved out west here to Western Canada. So from my 10th year until my 22nd year, that 12-year window, I was in that music store. And he had, let me clarify. In those days, we had police officers walking the beat. They were walking up and down King Street in most small towns. And in Kitchener, Waterloo, Ontario, we had police officers on foot, on their own, walking up and down King Street. And they had the radios in case they needed to do something. And very occasionally, I remember on an occasion, they came in all the time into the store. They came in all the time because they would talk to my dad's store's manager. They got to know him because the same faces all the time, and got to know my dad. And I remember on one or two occasions, they would come in rather quickly and would politely ask, "Can we use your phone?" My dad would immediately say, "Come on back into the back office, use the phone," and they'd close the door, give them privacy. They could make a phone call. And usually it was to the station or to their sergeant or something. I don't know what. We were more than happy because my dad's thinking was, you wanted the cops to be fans of the store. You wanted them to always keep a lookout to make sure no one's lurking about after hours and trying to break into the front window. And you want it to be, this is smart. I mean, it was the day. These are the days before we had security alarms. We're talking late 60s here, small town Canada. But yeah, you always had that. But yeah, these guys would come in and they'd shoot the breeze for a while. And my dad would see the cop would come in and they'd shoot the breeze. And my dad would say to me, "Put the coffee on." And so I'd go to the back and put a pot of coffee on. And I'd bring out a couple of cups of coffee, one for the officer, one for my dad. Oh, these guys, they never asked, but we always just said, oh yeah, have a coffee. You're on your feet all day long, always on your side. Smart, so smart. Turns out a lot of these guys love playing guitars. They wanted to be musicians too, and so they would talk amongst themselves. And after hours in cities, these guys with short hair would come in, and they had cash. They had cash to spend. A lot of them were single guys, married, young guy married with a gal, no kids yet, both working. And buy himself a guitar, buy a set of strings, whatever. The old man was way ahead of his time. I'll tell you that right now. All right, everybody, thank you for being here. Larry, one time as a kid, I actually took his real gun and handcuffs, which I thought were part of my Halloween costume. Beach Boy. Larry, I really like the sound on those cowbells Uncle Bruce and AJ got you for Zermatt. Zach, Larry, doing the 80s are so much cooler. Dang, the 80s were cooler. Man, Michael, I don't know. I couldn't do that, sir. Hey, 111 thumbs ups. Thank you, Mr. Jimenez. AJ, thank you, AJ, for the 111 thumbs up. Appreciate it. Well, there you have it. We're done for the day here. The final count, the Dow was up 417. We ended up with a 44-point gain on the S&P, and Nasdaq was up 92 points. Oil down 36 cents. Best rally since June. Yep, we get those from time to time, but what happens now? What has happened in the economy to justify 400 and 500-point gains in the Dow Jones? There's nothing economically coming out to justify this, but we'll see what happens. It's okay. Michael H. I did not know I could do that. I couldn't do that, sir. I didn't know I couldn't do that. All righty, folks, thank you for hanging out with me today. I'm going to get a break in right now and get ready for 2 shows tonight, 7, 8 o'clock on my other channel, Traveling with Bruce. Hang out with the gang over there. If you're in the area, pop by, say hi. But otherwise, I'll catch you guys here tomorrow morning, first thing, for the Trade Alert Show. And you Gold Bagel members and you regular members, thank you for being members of this channel. I love you. We so appreciate it. Thank you. For those of you who are picking up classes, those of you who want a one-on-one, just let me know you're interested in a one-on-one, and we'll try to find an hour for you this weekend and get you set up for Sunday. Thank you, Richard, for hitting the knee emojis. Yes, indeed, the Knights of Knee. There are no way you can avoid the Knights of Knee. Thank you all. Coyote thinks it's the high of the last 30 days, I believe. Zach, Fed has a call out to Rugman. Seeing the rate hike. Yoink! Coyote, there are these runs between rate hikes, and then the rug gets pulled, and then we rally again until the next rug pull. Well, we'll see how this one works out. Thank you, Richard, Constantine, Larry, for the neat emojis. Deuce caboose. They need to chill with the rate hikes. There you go. Well, we'll see how it all works out. Get that economy to calm down, and well, we'll see what gives. All right, guys. All the best to you. Thank you for your kind words, your donations, and being members of this channel. The thumbs ups. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you, Uncle B. Thank you all yourselves. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you first thing tomorrow. Right here. Same bat time, same bat channel. And we'll get together tomorrow. Okay, guys. Take care. And bye for now.